Hi there, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This is going to be our last report of 2015. I want to kind of recap what's happened in 2015 and what it means for you, and if you should do anything about it is really the most important question to ask. So 2015 has really been a poor year for markets around the world, at least as of today's date. So most markets are negative. The U.S. market by the S&P 500 is down. The total market is down. International down. Emerging is down pretty substantially because of what's been going on with China. And then we saw at the end of the last week really pretty drastic moves in the U.S. market. So that's the reality. Now the question is, what should you do about it? And I've highlighted some returns over the past really 40 plus years where you see this is a negative 24%. This is a 60-40 portfolio looking back over the last 40 plus years. Negative 10%, negative 6%, negative 4%, negative 11%. All those are, well, so if we're negative really 2, 3, 4, 5% in the course of this 1 year, that really falls within normal range. Nobody wants to see that, but the reality is that you should expect it. And if your portfolio is within that normal range, even negative, then there isn't necessarily anything to go out and do. Because the reality is, if you are willing to accept these returns, these poor returns over any 12-month period, then you had a great return over any lifetime of investing. So I look back and say, well, now if I take it out 5 years, I've still made money. Even the worst 5-year period in history, I've still at a positive just about 2%, which isn't necessarily very good, but it's better than certainly being in the negatives here. Now if I take it out 10 years, the worst ever return over 10 years is a positive 5.6%. So you had to stomach these within those 10-year time frames, but you still came out at a positive 5.6%. And that's what is investing. Anything can happen within a 1-year frame. So if you're between negative 24 and really positive 30, you're within the normal. Now, as long as you have the discipline and the plan to stick that out over the next couple years, over the next 5 years, 10 years, you should make money and you will be happy with your results. So the reality is that off any 1 year, there isn't really necessarily anything you should do. You should just be disciplined, fall in love with the process, and move from where you are today to where you ultimately are trying to get to by having a disciplined, steady approach. Call us if there are any questions at all. Have a very Merry Christmas and a happy, happy New Year.